Fancy Eustace and I screwed that up. Still in Mexico for a few more hours.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, yes, it was my birthday over the weekend, that is.
How was that? Looks like you got lots of things with candles on them.
So you know what we did? You know what we did for my birthday? We bought our daughter a bed.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
She's finally...
Enjoy your success.
Yeah. I did buy myself a keyboard, though. So that's my obsession and it's my crack. Mechanical keyboards, they're out.
Yeah, I see. I assume you don't have it right there in front of you so we can look
No,
at it?
it's upstairs already. Whatever. That probably would have been smart, right? That would have...
Yeah. It's a difference.
Maybe tomorrow I can. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, it was whatever. Survived another trip around the sun. We'll see if it...
Yeah. Better than the alternative, as they say. Yeah, it's a question. That's a great question of life.
I mean, eventually you hit an age where you're like, I hope I don't see another revolution around the...
Yeah.
I don't think I'm there yet, but...
No. You have a ways to go, trust me.
What a great way to start a Monday. Anyways, today, Microsoft filed with the CMA. Although we don't have all the details, they filed their sort of remedies post-thing updated document for the CMA, and now the CMA is asking for feedback and solicitation and that sort of stuff. All part of the process. And
okay, so that what you just said suggests to me that the CMA has seen this in advance, and that, right, it's not like we'll review the documents, and if they warrant this, we will look for feedback. They're actually just saying, and we already know, by the way, what the feedback is, because when the CMA checked, everyone was like, just pass it, we don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
And then they went in front of the judge and said, please pass this. And he's like, well, I can't because of the law. And so.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, that's out there. Apparently Nintendo's giving out Switch dev kits. Like, there's a new Switch coming that should shock like 0% of people.
Well, I mean, one of the things they've said, because they're kind of due for this transition, is that they're going to make it easy for existing Switch customers to move to this new thing, which maybe means compatibility with existing games. Maybe means it's literally a new gen Switch, like the 4K thing we've been wondering about for a long time or whatever. So, yeah, we'll see. I bet it will be good enough to play Call of Duty.
Speaking of that,
right?
You have a lot to look forward to when you get home. We haven't talked about this, but apparently Microsoft re-enabled the old servers for Call of Duty, or Activision did, or somebody, so you can go play Black Ops or whatever else again.
Yeah, I may do that, actually. I saw there was some kind of a virus thing. I think a lot of people misreported this, if I'm understanding it correctly, which is that like some kind of virus is sweeping across Modern Warfare 2. But I don't think it's not the new game. It's the classic one, I think, or something like that. It must be PC only too. I don't know, whatever it is. But I'll look at that. I mean, I've been reading John Romero, one of the co-founders of id Software, wrote an autobiography, which I'm pretty close to finishing, and it's fascinating and worth reading. And I go back and replay those games a lot. Doom 2, Quake, and actually I have stopped doing this since I've been here. When I get home, I will continue playing Doom 3, right? But I go back and play those games a lot, and I would say the old Call of Duty games, same thing. As I get bored with whatever the new one is, like I've gone back over the years and replayed a lot of those games, and they hold up, including the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah. Which, speaking of Call of Duty, because why not? On Wednesday, Call of Duty Season 5 drops, and hopefully that should unscrew up everything they did in Season 4 in the second half, which it looks like it will. And by unscrew up, I mean they just pull out everything they did. So
yeah, I got to look at that, because they always add a map or two that's classic that I love, and I've resisted the urge thus far this mid-year or whatever, but we'll see. I don't know if it's possible for me to have a healthy relationship with Call of Duty. It's like an ex that used to abuse me, but I still hope they've changed. I don't know. No.
Yeah.
Too much.
Speaking of Xbox, because we haven't talked about it enough, they're actually going to be retiring the Xbox Console Companion app on August 28th. This was, I believe, the original Windows 10 app that they rebranded the Console Companion app and then launched the new Xbox app. And yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Unless something has changed, the reason you would want to download that is you have created screenshots or videos, and that was a really easy way to get them onto your computer where you could edit them or share them or whatever. And I don't think the Xbox app has that functionality. So
yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to be updating it, which would have been logical, I don't know, the entire time. To put
months ago? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a necessary function. Maybe there is a place online in OneDrive somewhere, maybe, or whatever, where these things exist. I don't know. But that's the only reason I ever downloaded that app. And it was, like the one thing it was really good at for me. Are they going to get rid of it? Did they already retire the Smart Screen app? Remember that thing?
We were going to have like
a second screen experience. Like,
yeah, I forgot about that one.
A lot of weird Xbox things over the years.
Yeah, we went through like just an industry phase where everybody was obsessed with what is going to be the second screen, basically.
The second screen.
Yeah, and it turned out it was kind of just Twitter. And then Twitter's doing a great job of unwinding all that.
It turned out the answer is you Google something while you're watching a TV show.
Yeah.
Like I do this all the time. We'll be watching a show, I'll pause it. I'm like, what's this actress from? And my wife never knows the answer to that question. So then I have to Google it. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then she goes, oh, yeah. Like, it's like, that's pretty much the second screen, right? Like just looking stuff up. Yeah. I don't want to do two things at once. I don't like people like we used to watch football right back in the day for a lot. And at some point, one of my friends and then two of my friends started getting into fantasy football, and they come over the house with their laptop. They'd set up shop there. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I got to follow my fantasy football or whatever. I'm like, we're watching football. We're not computing. Like, what are you talking? There's one game happening on the screen. Let's watch that game.
Football will be back soon.
I know.
And I cannot wait.
I know you can.
I mean, it's already off to a rough start in Cincinnati with our quarterback already injured.
Sure.
That season hasn't even started, and just additional stress that I didn't need throughout.
Well, at least you haven't been statistically eliminated yet, like the Jets.
Yeah, they got Aaron Rodgers now. They have.
Yeah, that's like It's like saying they have Brett Favre now. Great. That always works out great.
The question really becomes is he going to go there and be a Tom Brady, or is he going to go there and be a Brett Favre?
Yeah. So okay. Actually, you're right. That is a good example. I was going to use the example of the former Indianapolis quarterback,
Peyton Manning.
That guy's name? Peyton Manning. Thank you. Went to Denver and won a championship there somehow. So Tom Brady, same thing. Yep. Yeah, that happens, I guess. Obviously, we just gave two examples, but those might be the only two examples.
No. There's another good one.
No?
Because they beat the Bengals. The quarterback who used to be was Matthew Stafford on the Lions and then went out to L.A.
Really?
Yeah. And then
was
won a
it
Super
LA
Bowl
when they were LA,
or
were they St. Louis at the time? Was it the St. Louis Rams?
Yeah, but aren't they? I think they're LA now.
No, they are now. But actually, I was thinking of the team that lost to the Patriots that first championship. That was a different quarterback. I don't remember. I don't know. That must have been a while ago. Was that a long time ago? 90s?
Well, if you're talking about the Patriots first championship under Brady, yeah, that probably was a while ago.
No, that was 2001, 2, or whatever. So, but
yeah, what's a 22?
No, I'm talking about the guy you're talking about. That would have had to have been. That wasn't since then.
I thought it was Matthew Stafford.
Really?
Super Bowl. Oh God, I'm binging this. This is not going to get me what I need.
I guess it could have been. No,
no. It was 2022 Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford.
It was last year. Okay, I'm getting old, man. I don't know. I don't follow football as closely as I used to.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. 3 modern examples. So yeah, I guess anything could happen.
Good.
I don't want it to happen. I hate him, but it could happen.